Now, listen, you guys, since the Cat Williams interview, things have not been the same for a lot of people in the entertainment industry. We're going to talk about, Fat Joe and him getting sued. And we're also going to be talking about Rock Nation's alleged involvement in all of those things, as well as Kai Cenat now being hunted by Rock Nation. And we're also going to be discussing about Nicki Minaj talking about re-recording certain songs and her reacting to everything that is going down with Fraudulent Nation. Meanwhile, Central C and Miss Red dropped some new music, and we're going to talk about Bongo 2's appearance on Love Island, as well as Jetavia and her pet. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Fat Joe and of course the accusations that are coming through. Now, initially you guys know that he was out there suing his hype man, accusing him of spreading around rumors of him being a PDF and stuff like that. It seems like, well, the hype man has decided to respond, and he is now suing actually Fat Joe and accusing him of doing the unthinkable. When I tell you the accusations that I read, I hope none of this is true because wow, I feel for those young people, I feel for those girls, and it's just so sad that this seems to be normalized behavior, especially in Hollywood. Like, why would you be out here checking for a 15-year-old? I mean, you literally have the money, so why can't you just go and get normal people your age? Or people that are at least legal. Like what? Why? Like I. This is what I don't understand about all these people. And that's why I start to feel like, is it spiritual? Does it have any symbolism that we are not aware of? Because there is no way that people can be this obsessed with people that aren't legal like this. Like, what is this? So this hype man is out there accusing Fat Joe of even funding, surgeries getting done on 15-year-olds, paying bills. And this is the crazy thing, because what bill does a 15-year-old have? A phone bill? Like, why would one feel the need to take advantage of such a mind? Like, I don't understand. It's getting disgusting. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting sad, and the fact that people have normalized this type of behavior, or that others are seemingly covering up this type of behavior, and all these people also now have children. So how would you feel if people did that to your own children? Like, why would you do that? Why would you support this? Why would you be out here saying that you are the fixer, only to fix crimes like this, heartless crimes like this? So this is what the friend said. He said, "Y'all get up, y'all boys ready, it's your day." And then he said, "You made the first move, and your first move could be your last move, okay?" And honestly, it's very sad. And in that lawsuit, it seems like Fraudulent Nation is being accused of covering up the ex. And at this point, I don't know. I don't know if Fraudulent Nation is just a record label and a management company, or if there's something else that we're missing. Because at this point, they are beginning to move like the Amphia. Okay, you get what I'm saying? That word. That's what it is now giving. Because what do you mean? You're always involved and included in covering up things that are disgusting, and yet you guys are the same guys that want to spread even lies without proof about other people being PDFs. And this is what irritates me, when a lot of you just play into this media, things and stuff like that, running around calling Drake a PDF when there isn't any single case that has been filed against this man about the PDF word. When you are run around calling a certain person a PDF, when whatever happened when both of them were minors. Like, and you guys intentionally ignore things like this. But when actual lawsuits are, being filed and stuff like that, we don't see the same energy. You're always making excuses for the same people. For what exactly? Like, I get it. They have to do it because, well, it's their image and stuff like that. Some bloggers have to do it because maybe they're getting paid. But you, as just a mere human being, Why do you love people that do dirty things like this so much? Why is it that your heart resonates and inclines towards the people that are messy, dirty, powerful, and a-wording the powerless? Like, what is it about them? This is what I don't understand. Is it that you're just daft, or is it that you would do the same if you were in the same position of having power? Is that why you guys resonate with these people? Because I mean, so many cases, you cannot tell me that all these people are just fabricating these things. And for this man to have the audacity to include Fraudulent Nation in these activities, after that man from Fraudulent Nation went after Tony Busby and Jane Doe the way that they did, for him to still have the guts to file anything that involves Fraudulent Nation, he wouldn't take that risk if it was, if he was just messing around. But somehow you guys will find a way to justify it. I don't know if you guys are under a spell or something. Is there voodoo that's being done on you? I really need to understand. How many times is this corporate going to be named in different law cases until you guys start to see exactly what's happening? But then again, it is what it is. It seems like people will never ever hold them accountable. They would rather run around calling people who are non PDFs, who have no traces of being PDFs, PDFs. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, that being said, it seems like they also have their eyes on Kai Cenat. Kai did a stream, and he was basically talking about being excited on being on a certain show. And after investigations, people did realize that the CEO of that show is that man from Fraudulent Nation. So people are like, okay, what is happening? Is Kai selling out to the industry and stuff like that? So I don't know, you guys. He seems to be pretty much excited about the opportunity himself. But one thing I know about that Fraudulent Nation is that not everything is what it seems. And it seems to me that once you lay in bed with them, they will always look for something, to put above your head, so that, like, when you then want to say that I no longer want to work with you, you cannot do that. So far, Kai was really doing well, whilst distancing himself from, entertainment industry, like the corporates and stuff like that. He was doing a massive job by himself. So I hope whatever deal he gets into will be beneficial for him, and he will keep it professional only, and will not ask for favors from these people. Because what it starts like, oh my God, I've been caught doing that. It could be something as useless as a speeding ticket, you know? And you do not want a certain blog to post about it. They will say that, well, we can make this go away. And from there will be a gradual build up of the favors that these people, would have done for you. And that would make it difficult for you to be independent. It seems like Nicki Minaj is out there cloaking the tea, because she decided to take to her Twitter to address, the Kai Cenat situation. But I think, let me just insert a snippet of Kai Cenat being excited about, the show and the CEO thereof.
Did talk to Maverick. If y'all know Maverick, y'all know Maverick. He's on the shop too, but he's well connected with Braun, and we spoke about, like, Braun a little bit and shit, and he said he fuck with me and all that other shit, and that shit is tough. I'm excited. Okay, I'm ready. LeBron fucking James, chat. We will be streaming. Y'all getting the IRL stream this Saturday. It will be a full stream. It will be a early stream. It will be an early New York stream, chat. So, like, I would say 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm sparking. So, it's really early, bro. 12:30, 1 o'clock, I'm sparking. Okay? And shit like that, bro. So, this shit gonna be insane. Saturday. Everybody say Saturday locked. Everybody say Saturday locked, my nigga. I want everybody to say Saturday locked. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what does she mean? Huh? Paris. Rock Nation. Wait, what? That soul slash hole, bro. I don't know. What does this mean though? Car. I don't know what this means, Chad. I ain't gonna lie. What does this mean? He's on the shop too, but he's welcome. Ooh.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. I also did insert his reaction to Nicki Minaj's tweet, because well, he did react after the tweet that Nicki Minaj, put out about that entire situation, and yeah, it seems like he's speechless. Okay, I do hope that is not gonna be like the rest of them people that realize what's up when it is too late. So Nicki said, so they Kai friend now, LOL, okay, basically cloaking everything that has been going on. And it seems like she's also been going through the Desiree Perez lawsuit. And she had a couple of words to say about that. I think she has realized that the same tactics that the daughter is accusing her of doing are the same tactics that she might have used on Nicki Minaj. So these are the tweets that she decided to put out there. She said needing the barbs is at an all time high for every distraction. So let me start talking about what I found out about them. Real juicy confirmation. And then she said, order in the court. And then she also went ahead and said, they do not want you to see what I'm liking. So that feature was demolished. Listening devices, cameras, car tags, pages you don't follow under the following section of X. Now, do I get paid for that? And then she said, NFL fire some ninjas and then call us. She went further to say, all sounds so familiar, trying to tear a husband away from his wife and family with lies and friends in high places. Yuck. No more distractions. Okay. I guess she was referring to the tactics of them, making those AI generated allegedly videos of, Desiree's daughter and the husband. I guess that's what she was referring to. And yeah, it's only a matter of time, actually. Sometimes you may feel like you're invincible and stuff like that. Who would have thought that the diddler would be behind bars right now? But is that not happening? Now, somebody said, I miss seeing your likes. They need to keep this up the same. And she said, it's okay. I'ma just start retweeting the dockets. So clearly, it's the Desiree Perez docket that she is talking about. And yeah, it's interesting how everything is getting uncovered. But for some reason, those people have got a spell on a lot of people. Their hate for Nicki Minaj transcends their dislike for PDF and all these criminal activities. They would rather hold on to Nicki Minaj and how she is not humble, according to them, and how, she's too confident, according to them. That's a bigger crime. Nikki's alleged, ego is much of a sin than PDF. I want you to listen to that. The alleged crimes that Nicki Minaj has is she doesn't want to work with other female rappers. She doesn't want to retire to give others a moment to shine. She's too proud. She's not humble. And she calls out people that do her wrong, like the corporates and stuff like that. She's jealous of everyone. Despite her being the best female rapper out there and grossing the most than everyone, they've made themselves believe that, well, she's jealous. So now these are the crimes that they, put against Nicki Minaj. So anybody who goes against Nicki Minaj, no matter what they do, it could be PDF. They don't care about that. This person could be accused of doing the unthinkable, of taking advantage of women. It doesn't matter. As long as they are going against Nicki Minaj, they are more of a saint than Nicki Minaj. Does that sound normal to you? Does it not give, there's voodoo somewhere in the air, there is voodoo or a spell that was cast on people? Because it cannot be normal. Like when you ask them, what's Nicki Minaj's crime? And the other crime is that her husband, when her husband was 15, a minor, I don't know what transpired with a certain girl who was 16 years. That's more, that's much more of a sin than older men who are laying down with 15-year-olds. Older men with power and money taking advantage of these people of these ages. According to them, it's totally fine. According to them, powerful corporates protecting these people from facing the consequences of their actions. That's nothing compared to Nicki Minaj's ego and the fact that Nicki Minaj's husband at 15 had a situation going on. Anyway, let us move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. Let's talk about new music that came out here. If you're getting excited, it's not what you think I'm about to talk about. As for that, today I'm absolutely paying that dust. Let us talk about Central C and Miss Red, okay? So it seems like they've got a new song out. I did take a listen. The first time I heard the snippet, I'm not even gonna lie, I said I like this. And like I said in a previous video, that soundtrack that Miss Red did, I said I love the way that she's evolving. I love the fact that she's no longer just doing the same type of flow. She is evolving, and how she is basically rapping in that Central C song. I think I like it. I actually like it surprisingly. I've always been honest concerning Miss Red's music. I've always told you that that's not my cup of tea. I know that there are people who like it. Personally, I don't like it. I think the only song that I probably paid attention to like that is Pound Town, just because of the remix, obviously. But other than that, it's not really my cup of tea. But this new flow that she's coming with and the versatility, I'm not mad at that if I'm going to be honest. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, did you get to take a listen or did you not? Again, go somewhere else for the commentary of that song because I did listen on YouTube. I'm not going to lie to you, but there's nothing that's worthy to be mentioned or to be included in the description or in the title. I'm not going to be doing that today, okay? Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. Let us talk about Bongo 2. It seems like Bongo 2 has decided to make an appearance on Love Island. She's wearing her own swimsuit. I guess she did it for promo. And she's coming in there looking nice and stuff like that. And she absolutely looks amazing. Okay, she has one of those surgeries that are actually not bad, that are actually good, if I can say so. She looks absolutely amazing. And people were out there clocking her. Each time that she gets posted, no matter the topic of conversation, it will always boil down to Tory Lanes. But some of her fans felt some type of way and they were like, okay, you guys just dislike this girl for simply existing. Now, this is the delusion that I don't like. Because when you see people clocking Bongo 2, it's not like they just don't like her for existing. Because a couple of years ago, they were definitely liking her. So commenting and saying that she makes people mad for simply existing. No, she makes people mad for lying and getting away with it and not being held accountable for her lies, especially if the lies are now costing another man to be in jail. That's why the people are mad. Okay? Don't get it twisted, don't get it confused. People are not mad at her for existing. People are mad at her for everything that went down with that case and how people seem to always make excuses for her. That's it. That's all. So if we have Bongo 2 fans in the house, get that point right. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, Jetavia. Jetavia is out there showing us a new dog, and some people are out there calling a dog ugly. That's absolutely not nice. Like, why would you do that to an animal? So Jetavia has got this pet and she did a video. She was basically showing a pet the comments from people and basically telling the dog that, don't mind them, they're so slow and stuff like that. And honestly, About the dog itself, it's not something that I would get myself. You know what it reminds me of? You guys remember that year when people were doing this prank on their African parents of the hairless cat and the hairless dogs, and then people would record the reaction of their parents? That's what it reminds me of. And I wish I still had that audio of my mom when when I pranked her and sent her that she wasn't having it. She was convinced that now I'm into witchcraft. Now I'm into it was hilarious, I tell you. It was hilarious, I promise you. But let me know in the comment section, you guys. Do you guys have pets like this? Let me know in the comment section. Or do you wish to have a pet like that, like the hairless pets and stuff like that? And so Jetavia said, just know y'all are so wrong and he's only a baby. I have to protect him from y'all.
Don't worry about them, they're stupid. Don't worry about them, they're stupid.
Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, let us talk about Nicki Minaj. She decided to hop onto Station Head and just have a little chit chat with her fans. And if you're slow, you may not pick up exactly what's going on with her, but she's smart. She knows that some of you are busybodies and you don't know how to mind your business, and you will give certain people free promo. So she's doing all of this to keep you occupied. Because don't talk about them people, whether you are dragging them or not. Leave them alone, especially on a day like that. Can you be a little bit smart just for a day? Just one day. It's not like they're saying forever, don't talk about them. But they say, just for this day, can you mind your business? You can't. But anyway, she decided to hop on Station Head, and she was talking about the songs that she put out and how she had faith that, she would have fans across the world. And she was telling us that, you know what, I was shouting out different countries, but I'd never been there. I'd never been to London. I'd never been to, was it Jamaica? And she was still shouting out those people, those places. So that just goes to show you that she had the vision. She knew where she was going to end. I wouldn't say that entire, conversation with the Bubs, but I don't think that I'm going to be coming back after that. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Trinidad, Toronto. Oh, I know this flag. Arkansas, Trinidad. I think this is Bahamas. Yes, the Bahamas. Nigeria, Denver, Colorado, NOLA. Oh, wait, and this is the last thing. Y'all, about Make a Baby. Isn't it? Wait, oh, in Make a Baby, I shouted out the A, I shouted out the Bay, I shouted out London and Japan. And at that time, I had never been to London or Japan, child. You see? You see what I'm talking about? Um, Hi, Honduras. Oh, Chief 4307 said, Nikki, is there an English translation of the Italia Vogue interview? Barbs, can you help him with that? I'm sure we have one because well, not in the magazine, but I was seeing them on Instagram and Twitter. And so shout out to the UK. Hi, South Africa. Bermuda. Indiana. Puerto Rico. France. Philippines. Oh, hey, Atlanta. Venezuela. St. Martin. But we are saying officially happy Juneteenth. And in honor of Juneteenth, we have come together today to honor everybody that made all of this stuff, all of this freedom possible for us to just sit on here and chat with whoever we like, to just, you know, feel safe as possible. You know, so many people had to fight for that. Real shit. Real shit. And we're very proud of them, and we hope that they are proud of us. Okay? And we love the United States of America. So many of us, even though the Barbs are all around the world, but so many of us came from, different countries, and we met right in the United States of America and shared these amazing memories. Um, Somebody said, "Who was we?" Bitch, did I pass geography? I'm not saying this has to do with any other countries. I'm not taking anything away from the United States of America. I'm just saying, isn't it beautiful that a weirdo like me also gets to be here due to the heroes that were here? Oh, chair. Anyway, all right, my darlings. I love you. I want you to know that you are gonna be just fine. Do not give up on yourself, ever. You're not always gonna have the best of days. Some of them might not feel so great, but you will still be great. You are still great. Do you see the difference? And it's okay not to be okay. Why does everybody have to be okay? Anyway, nobody can go through life and be okay every day. So, trust